I'd heard the stories about Gonjiam for years, the abandoned psychiatric hospital in South Korea. They said patients vanished, doors slammed on their own, and screams echoed long after the last doctor left. When I heard it was being demolished, I thought the fear would fade. It didn't, because the night before they tore it down. I went inside. I wasn't chasing ghosts, I was chasing proof. Proof that the stories were just stories. I slipped through a bent metal fence just after midnight. The air smelled like wet concrete and mold. Moonlight leaked through broken windows, striping the hallways with pale, crooked shadows. My flashlight beam shook as I walked. The building felt aware. Peeling paint hung like old scabs from the walls. Wheelchairs sat abandoned, facing corners as if they were being punished. I told myself the chill I felt wasn't anything supernatural. Still, I whispered, "Hello?" Something whispered back. I spun around. Nothing, just the dusty corridor stretching behind me. I laughed, but it came out thin and nervous. Just the wind, I thought. But then I saw the charts. They were still clipped to the walls outside patient rooms. Pages yellowed, names scratched out. Every diagnosis ended the same way. Patient transferred. Location unknown. I lifted one sheet closer to my face. Beneath the typed lines, someone had written in pencil. "Don't answer," in footsteps echoed behind me, slow, bare, deliberate. I wasn't alone. "Hello," I said again, softer this time. The footsteps stopped. The whisper slid along the hallway. Not words, just a sound, like breath brushing past my ear. I ducked into a patient room. The bed was still there, its straps snapped and frayed. The air smelled of old metal and something sweet and rotten. My flashlight flickered once, twice, then died. Darkness poured in, thick as ink. That's when I heard the voices. Not one, many, layered, overlapping, desperate, whispering from the hallway, from inside the walls, from inside the room. I pressed my hands over my ears, but the voices weren't outside anymore. They were in my head. "Don't leave us. Stay. Answer us." I running blindly down the corridor, smashing my shoulder into walls, tripping over debris. I just needed to get out. But the building stretched, twisted. Hallways I'd passed before didn't exist. Stairs ended in blank walls. Every turn led me deeper, and the voices grew clearer. They weren't begging anymore. They were calling my name. I never told them my name. I froze. Up ahead, a dim light flickered in the old nurse's station. My flashlight sputtered back to life just long enough to show me the room, the charts, the scratched out names. Beneath the last one, a new name was written. Mine. Status. Transferred. Location unknown. The whisper behind me came so close I felt breath in my neck. "Answer us." I don't remember getting out. I just remember collapsing outside the fence, sobbing until sunrise. When I finally looked back, the building's windows were filled with faces. Dozens of them. Watching, I tell myself it was my imagination, that the hospital is gone now. It can't touch me. But last night I found something taped to my apartment door, a patient chart. My name. Status updated. Admitted. And now, when the room gets quiet, when the lights flicker, I hear them again, whispering, waiting, asking me to answer.